Hi, and welcome to Debbie Lash Yoga. It's wonderful to see you this afternoon. Just take what poses you need throughout the practice, like child's pose. If you need to skip vinyasas, please honor that. And if you need to leave early, just squeeze in a Shavasana so you can receive the practice before just moving into kind of the next stage of your day. We're going to start with some pranayama just to really land into the body and get out of the thinking mind and into the feeling mind. Bring the hands at heart center. Take a moment and bow the chin to the chest. Let's close the eyes down. And start to deepen the breath, inhaling through the nose. Exhaling through the nose. Good. 2 more cycles of breath, just like this. Inhale. Exhaling here. Just notice a grounding sensation on the exhale, pressing your sit bones down. And then the inhale is lifting you up through the crown of the head. And exhale the breath all the way down to the tailbone. Releasing your left hand down on the thigh, right hand alongside the face. Nadi Shona, taking peace fingers and bending them down. Feels a little funky if you're new to this. Thumb over the right nostril, ring finger over the left. Close the eyes down. Inhale through both nostrils. Close off the right nostril, exhale left. Inhale left. Close off the left, exhale right. Inhale right. Close off the right, exhale left. Inhale left. Pause and switch, exhale right. Inhale right. Pause and switch, exhale left. Inhale left. Pause and switch, exhale right. Inhale right. Pause and switch, exhale left. 1 more full cycle. Inhale left. Close off the left, exhale right. Inhale right. Pause and switch, exhale left. Bringing hands together at heart center, bowing chin to chest. If you'd like to bring an intention to the practice, or maybe something for the second half of the week. If you're looking for energy, maybe some patience, calmness, abundance, maybe even a dedication, offering the practice and all the energy we cultivate here to those who need it more than us today. Inhale, open the eyes. Lift the gaze. All right, let's start lying all the way down on our back. Just put your blocks to the side and lying all the way down. Take a full body stretch. Arms up and over the head. That's it. Lift the arms up and over. And just point the toes. Inhale through the fingertips all the way down to your hips. Exhale out through the legs, out through the feet. And now flex the feet. Inhale through the soles of the feet, roll the inner thighs down. Open mouth, exhale, bring the hands down and alongside the body. Good. Draw the knees into the chest. Actually take the arms into T-shape. We'll just neutralize the spine. Drop both knees over to the left. Inhale. And exhale back to center. Inhale to the right. Exhale, center. Inhale, left. Just working the core. Center. Inhale, right. Center. Inhale, left. Pause and hold. Just stay right here. Looking back to the right. Spread the fingers. Inhale. And some of you will want to maybe extend that top leg straight. Maybe, maybe not. Just see how it feels. You can press your hand into the foot into the hand. Look back and then release. Just stretch your fingers of the right hand. Press down through the knuckles. And release the right foot. Inhale, knees to center. And then exhale, knees over to the right. Pause and hold. Some of you are going to keep the knees bent, snuggling the knees up to the elbow. Others are going to catch the foot. You might even want to press that hand on the top hip, roll it down and away. Inhale here, so you can look all the way back to the left. Or if there's like tightness in the neck, you can look straight up. Or maybe it might feel good just to rock the head. Just mindfully, just ironing any creases out of the day. One more cycle of breath here. Inhale, find stillness. Exhale here. Good. Inhale, bend the knee, come back to center. And just start to press the back of your arms down, robot arms. Walk the feet back towards your buttocks. And we're going to connect to the breath. Think of this like cat-cow, but in reverse. Inhale, lift the hips. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Just look straight up. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. I really want you to feel the back of the arms pressing down. And today we're going to move into shoulder stand. So this is why I'm planting this pose here. It's like planting seeds. So you're feeling it in the body now. Inhale, lift up, stay up. Some of you are just going to stay here. Just press down through the back of the arms. Some of you are going to reach the edges of your mat, and some of you are going to roll the arms under. And just stay here. 5 cycles of breath. Squeeze your outer knees in. Press down through the backs of the arms to lift the chest. And then activate the feet. Energetically, you're pressing down through the heels and the big toes. But notice if you spread the toes, activate the feet, and your thighs will lift up and the hips will lift. 2 more cycles of breath. Inhaling through the crown of the head, all the way to the tailbone, and then exhale out through the legs, out through the feet, pressing the breath into the floor. 1 more just like this. Inhaling, full body. Exhale out through the legs and through the feet. Good. Release the hands, lowering all the way down. We're going to rock and roll. Hands on the backs of the thighs, point the toes, rock and roll forwards and backwards. Inhale, roll back. Exhale, lift up Navasana. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Squeeze the thighs into the chest. 2 more. Really massaging and lubricating every spine, every vertebrae. Good. Pause here. Navasana. Some of you are going to keep the hands. This feels good. Draw it in. Squeeze the elbows in. Some of you are going to release the hands. Some of you are going to float the legs up. So just choose wisely for your body. Inhale here. One's not better than the other. It's just meeting yourself where you're at. We're going to lower down. Ardha Navasana. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Good. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Try and keep the lower back off the floor. Inhale, lower. So you're really balancing on the back of the sit bones. Exhale, lift. 2 more. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Last one. Inhale, lower. Pause here. Just flutter the legs. Have a look at the legs. Make sure that the muscles are squeezing to the bone. That's it. For 5. Lift the shoulders. 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale. Lift all the way up. Cross the legs at the shins. Pick the sit bones up. Draw them back. Flex your feet. Inhale. Both arms up. Lift up. Imagine there's a block between the palms, and then exhale. Forward fold and bow. Stay right here. Bowing chin to chest. This feels really nice. It's a really nice stretch through the lower back, your outer hips and your glutes. Inhale here. Exhale here. 2 more cycles of breath. And release. Walking the hands back towards the body. Inhale, taking a twist, both arms up. And again, squeeze the palms, draw the ribs in. Inhale, lift. Exhale, twist to the right. Right hand behind the right sit bone. And then the hands act as levers. Inhale, lift. Watch the shoulder. Roll it down. Exhale, twist. Good. 3 cycles of breath wherever you are. Inhaling. Exhaling here. Keep turning on the exhale. Activate the feet as you inhale. Lift up through the spine and the crown of the head. Inhale. Exhale, rotate. One more cycle of breath. Inhale. And exhale, rotate. Good. Come back to center. Lean back, open the legs, change the cross of the legs here. Flex the feet. Inhale, both arms up. So the abnormal leg is in front. Forward fold and bow. Bowing chin to chest. And just notice how the pose feels by just the simple change of the cross of the legs. Pressing crown of the head towards the fingertips. Lift the back ribs up. Inhaling here. And exhaling here. 2 more cycles of breath wherever you are. Inhale. Maybe create some more space by tiptoeing the fingers forward, lifting the back ribs. The sit bones want to be anchored down. Tiptoe the hands back. Ready for the twist. Inhale, both arms up. Breathe in. And exhale, rotate to the left. Right hand to left thigh. Actively use the hand pressing into the knee. Inhale, lift. And exhale, rotate. Good. Press down through the sides of the feet. As you inhale, lift through the spine. Exhale, roll and turn the head back. Good. Inhale, come back to center. Either rock forward or swing the legs out to the side. Just whatever feels available. If you do suffer with sore knees, then don't rock forward. Palms down. Spin the fingers back. That's it. I like to bring this pose in because this is the shape we make when we lift up into Urdhva Danuarasana, which is the upward bow pose. Some people call it wheel. Lift the back ribs up, good. And just circle around on the wrists, inhaling here. And other way, exhaling here. And this can feel very intense in some people's bodies. That's it. And then spin the fingers back, fingers facing forward. Cat-cow with the option to lift the knees. So drop the belly, inhale, lifts. So the chest is reaching through the gateway of the shoulders. Exhale, round up, keep the toes flat. Lift the knees. Option, inhale, lift. Exhale, round. Good, 3 more. Inhale, lift. Maybe you only want to lift the knees off the floor a little bit. Inhale, drop the knees. Exhale, round, press the floor away. Inhale, lift. Exhale, round. And now I want you to lift up into down dog, but staying on the tops of the feet. Good. Inhale here. Some of you might be experiencing toes cracking, and then roll over the toes. Good. Take the feet as wide as the mat. We're going to shorten the down dog by about 1/3. So walk the hands back about 1/3. Left hand to right ankle or the shin, depending on your mobility of your hamstrings. Put a bend into your left knee and now spin. I see you. Lift the back ribs up. Press down through the forefinger thumb of the right hand and then roll those inner thighs back. Squeeze the outer hips in. 2 more cycles of breath. Breathing, lifting the back ribs up. Inhale. Sigh it out. Exhale. Just releasing any that's not serving you. Let's swap sides. Reach the right hand to the left ankle. Spin the chest into the left armpit. Lift the back ribs up and bend the right knee. 3 cycles of breath here. Inhaling. Exhaling here. Good. Press the hip, lift the hips up. Press the thighs back. 1 more cycle of breath. Inhale here. Walk forward into plank. Good. That's it. Now just pick the right foot up. We did this yesterday. Cross it over the back. Good. Just stay here. Maybe circle round on the wrists. Lift the knees. Lift the thighs. Squeeze the thighs together. Other way. Inhaling here. Exhale. Downward facing dog. Keep the toe. So the right foot is on the back of the heel between the big toe and the second toe. Good. Inhale, float the right leg back, bend the knee, open up the hip. You might want to shorten your down dog here a little bit. That's it. Keep lifting up and out of the floor. Inhale, square the hip. Knee to nose round, exhale. Good, 2 more. Inhale. Knee to nose round. That's it. Last one here. Knee to nose round. Lower the knee to the floor. Inhale. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Inhale, low. Now float the leg back, 3-legged dog. And then step the feet together. Good. Inhale, forward plank. Exhale here. Now puff the back ribs up. Find cat pose. Standing on the right foot. Lift the left foot onto the back of the heel between the big toe and the second toe. And again, circle round. Squeeze the thighs. Squeezing the muscles to the bone. Reverse it. A lot of strength work here. Core work. Inhale here. Exhale, up and back. Downward facing dog. Really press that right heel down towards the floor. And that weight of the left foot on the heel is going to feel a deeper stretch in your calf muscle. Good. Inhale, float the left leg straight back. Put a bend into the knee and open up the hip. Circle the ankle. And keep lifting up out of that right wrist. Feel like you could lift the wrist off the floor. Inhale, straighten the leg. Knee to nose round. Inhale, three-legged dog. Knee to nose round. Last one, inhale. Knee to nose round and that little bit of core work. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. If you know me well, you know that I love to work core because it really just transforms your practice. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, step it down. Good. Walk the hands back towards the feet. Stay in your forward fold and bow. That's it. Grab the elbows. Head is heavy. This is a nice restorative pose. You can bend the knees, snuggle the ribs on the thighs. You could stay here. Some of you are going to bring the hands onto the sacrum, arms up and over. Roll the inner thighs back. If you're staying with the hands clasping the elbows, just change the clasp of your elbow. And bring a little swing in your tail and the hips. Good. One more cycle of breath. And press through the feet. Inhale, lifting yourself all the way up. Exhale, release. Both arms up. Breathe in. Walk the feet together. Inhale, high tippy toes. And now just tiptoe all the way to the top of your mat. Inhale here. Exhale, drop the heels down. Hands at heart. Surya Namaskara A. Both arms up. Breathe in. Forward fold and bow. Exhale. I hope you've got some nice music playing. Or maybe you're actually just looking for a little bit of quiet time. Inhale, shift the weight forward. Let's lower to the belly. 5 low cobras. Slide back. Cupcake fingers, hands to the top. Point the toes. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Lift the knees, lift the thighs so they're off the mat. And then spread the toes. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift up, stand. Just straighten the arms. That's it. Lift the chest forward. Feels like Sphinx pose, but you're not on the elbows. Inhale, look to the right. Exhale, back to center. How's the breath? Inhale, look to the left. Exhale, back to center. Good. Lower down. Forearm plank. Clasp the hands together. Tuck the toes. Press up. Good. Drop the head. Look towards the feet. So we're going to move into a headstand later on in the practice, but just warming up the shoulders here. Step the feet together. Inhale, float the right leg back. Right knee, right elbow, exhale. Inhale, float it back. Cross it over to the left. Notice how different it feels from down dog when you do this, when you're up on the hands. It's the same shape, but there's not the same amount of space. Float the left leg back, toes down, right heel presses down. Inhale here. Left knee, left elbow, exhale. Inhale, lift. Cross it to the right. Inhale, lift. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Feet down. Release the hands. See if you can lift up 2 elbows at a time, downward facing dog. Good. How did that go? Inhale here. Exhale here. Inhale, come high, tippy toes. Bend the knees. Step, walk, or jump to the top. Half lift, breathe in. Exhale, forward fold. Press down. Inhale, rise. Exhale, cactus arms. There's always an option. Inhale, both arms up, no stopping. Forward fold and bow. Inhale, half lift. Step back to plank. Shift the weight forward. Ardha Chaturanga, lower halfway. Let's hold it for 5, 4. Lift the knees, press more into the feet. 2, 1, roll over the toes. Up and back, downward facing dog. 3 cycles of breath here. You stay there. I'm just going to spin around. That's it. Inhale, float the right leg straight back. Right knee, right elbow, glide forward and pause. Good. Inhale, three-legged dog. Float it to the left elbow and pause. Inhale, three-legged dog. Knee to nose round and pause. Shoulders beyond the wrist. Step it through. Good. Put a bend into the back knee. Inhale, both arms up. Exhale, cactus arms, and then lower the back knee almost to the floor. Squeeze your buttocks together. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Last one here. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Good. Straighten and walk the back leg back. Drop the back heel down. Arms open wide, warrior two. Inhale here. Exhale, sink. Notice how I'm reaching forward. Activate the back hand. Activate the back leg. Roll the shoulders down. Inhaling here. Exhale, cross the left arm over the right. Eagle arms, Urdhva. Inhale here. Lift the elbows up. Exhale, sink into the front thigh. 3 cycles of breath. If it feels available, you can look over the front shoulder on the exhale. Draw the belly in. And just keep deepening the pose by releasing into that front thigh, steering your right knee to the right. 1 more cycle of breath here. Inhale, open the arms wide. Exhale, hands behind the head. Stand into the back foot. Inhale, lift. We're just doing 1 elbow to knee. And then pause. Good. Spin the chest. Stay here. Activate the back leg. Drop the bottom hand down. Good. Top arm up. Press in. I'd like to hold my ankle here. Some of you might have a block. Press down. Lift up. Lift up in the side waist. Good. Arm up and over. Inhaling here. Squeeze that right buttock in. So it's releasing in and under. That's it. 1 more cycle of breath. Inhale, top arm up. And then we're going to lift up, warrior two. Inhale, lift. Good. High lunge. Lift the back heel as both hands lift up. Good. Exhale, hands to heart. Some of you are going to drop the back knee down to take the twists. Others, you're good. Lift the back ribs. Exhale, twist. Now squeeze. I like to snuggle that elbow towards the middle of the thigh. Good. Lift the back heel higher. Puff the back ribs up. Squeeze the buttocks. 3 cycles of breath here. Inhaling. Exhaling here. 1 more cycle of breath. Inhale. Exhale. Both hands down. Drop the back knee down. Half splits. Roll the hips back. Good. Now flex the foot. Inhale here. Exhale. Tiptoe fingers forward. Some of you who've got hamstrings who feel a little more open can release your buttock to the heel. Others are going to stay up. But really look at your right foot. Steer it back towards your right hip. And chin to chest. Lift back ribs. Squeeze out of hips. 3 cycles of breath. Inhaling here. Exhaling here. Good. Last one. Put a bend into the front knee. Tuck the back toe under. And walk the hands. So we're taking the feet as wide as the mat. Or thereabouts. Good. Inhale. Hands on the hips. Squeeze the elbow heads in. Inhale, lifting all the way up. Pause and hold. Float the arms up. Rotate. Hands behind. Roll the shoulders. Inhale, lift. Exhale. Hinge forward halfway. Look down. Forward fold and bow. 5 cycles of breath. I always start by having a little look at my feet. Make sure that there's kind of like just turning the head from side to side. So spread the toes. I actively try and pick them up. Shift the weight forward. Look all the way up to the thighs. And surrendering the head down towards the earth. Imagine I'm holding your hands and lifting them up so your shoulder heads lift up and away from the floor. Inhale here. Exhale here. Good. Release the hands down. and then walk back to the top of the mat. You're in your runner's lunge. Inhale here, step back plank. Vashisthasana, drop both heels to the right. Inhale, peel the arm up. Imagine you're painting the wall. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Last one. Inhale, lift up. And now step the feet together. Good. Stay here, lift up. Good. Inhale, float the top leg. Bend the knee, step the foot behind. Wild thing. Arm up and over. 3 cycles of breath wherever you are. Try and get the big toe down of that right foot. Inhale here. Exhale here. Inhale, top arm up. Exhale, hand down. Vinyasa, or are you going to skip? You choose. Shift the weight forward. Roll over the toes, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. 3 cycles of breath here. Inhaling through the nose. Open mouth, exhale. Good. Ears in line with biceps. 4-finger thumbs pressing down. Inhale, float the left leg straight back. Left knee, left elbow, glide forward and hold. Inhale, 3-legged dog, just slowing it down. Cross it to the right. Inhale, 3-legged dog, knee to nose, round, glide forward, and then step it through. High lunge, a juicy bend into the back knee. Shift the hips over that back knee. Inhale, both arms up. Exhale, bend the elbows, lower the back knee down. Good, draw the belly in. Inhale, lift, arms up. Cactus arms, exhale. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. 2 more, inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Squeeze the buttocks, inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Bend the elbows. Walk that back leg back. And we're going to turn, drop the back heel, warrior 2. That's it, arms wide. I'm just going to spin around so you don't have my back. Good, and then activate the pose. Notice how you're reaching forward. Reach back, sink low. I need to walk my front foot forward. Good, right hand over the left. Inhale, lift. Exhale, sink. And some of you are going to turn that head over the front shoulder. Pay attention to your left knee. Squeeze and draw the left knee to the left. Belly in. Squeeze the forearms. Inhale here. And exhale, release. Hands behind the head. Stand into the back foot. Look to the left elbow. Inhale, lift. Exhale, elbow to knee and pause. Sink into that front thigh. Press the back heel. Bottom hand down. Top arm up. We're going to paint the wall. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Last one. Inhale, lower. Just opening the shoulder. Exhale, lift. Arm up and over. 3 lovely long cycles of breath. Now activate. Draw the ribs in. Pick the back heel. Shift it back. Reach through the fingertips, rolling the chin into the armpit. Where can you soften? Jaw, eyes, maybe the gripping in your hand. Inhale, top arm up. We're going to lift up. Warrior 2. Inhale, lift. High lunge. Both arms up as you lift the heel of the back foot. Exhale here. Stay right here. Hands at heart. Some of you are dropping that back knee down. Inhale, hinge forward. Exhale, twist. Good, and I'm just snuggling my arm, my elbow down to the thigh. I'm splitting my arms, but it's always an option. Some of you might have a half bind, and there's even a full bind here. Maybe you did that on the first side. That's it. So just notice where you're at. There's lots of options. Inhale, lift up, look up. Both hands to the floor. Good, step back plank. Feet are hips distance. Drop both heels over to the left. Inhale here, lift up. Good, pick the top arm up and then step the feet together. Inhale, lift. Good, float the top leg up. So we're in a star pose here. Bend the knee, you can stay in star pose or drop the foot up and over. 3 cycles of breath. Inhaling through the nose. Exhaling through the nose. Inhale, top arm up. Exhale, hand down. Do you want the vinyasa? You're going to skip, roll over the toes, up and back, downward facing dog. Inhaling through the nose, exhaling through the nose. Good. Inhale, high tippy toes. Bend the knees, step, walk, jump to the top. You choose. Half lift, breathe in. Exhale, forward fold, chair pose. Keep the hands on the floor, cupcake fingers. Bend the knees. And I like to keep the hands down so you can get the hips low. Now draw the knees back. You're going to notice the sit bones lengthening back. Lift the back ribs so the front thighs lift off. Good. Inhale, lift up. Chair pose. Inhale, come high tippy toes. Exhale here. Stay here. 3 cycles of breath. Keep dropping the hips, squeezing the thighs. Good. 1 more cycle of breath. Inhale here. Heels down. Exhale, forward fold. Bringing some heat. Inhale, half lift. Plant the hands. Step back. Vinyasa. Or meet me in down dog. You choose. Up and back. Inhale, float the right leg straight back. Right knee, right elbow. Glide forward. Pause. Lift it up to the armpit. Inhale, 3-legged dog. Cross it to the left elbow. Lift it up to the armpit. Now kick the foot out to the left. Drop the heel. So we were there. This feels like side plank. Some of you are floating the foot. Maybe see if you can grab the foot. Maybe you're holding it here. Maybe you're kicking it up. Good. 2 more cycles of breath. Wherever you are. Maybe you're here. Maybe you're here. Hand to the floor. Inhale, knee to chest. Step it through. Back heel down. Warrior 1. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, sink into the front thigh. Good. Reach that right arm forward. Sorry, left arm forward. Lift the right arm up to the ceiling. Draw the ribs in. Inhale here. Exhale, sink as you press into the back heel. Both arms up. Hands behind the back. Roll the shoulders, lift the chest. Stand into the back foot as you hinge forward. Some of you are going to keep the ribs on the thigh. So you're staying here. Others, I walk my right foot to the right. Drop the head towards the floor, towards the inner ankle. Now squeeze the right hip in. So you can roll the left hip forward. Puff the back ribs up. It feels like twisting triangle, but with the front knee bent. And we're going to play with that a little later. Good. Inhale here. And exhale, both hands to the floor. Step the back foot up. A third. Good. And now we're in a forward fold and bow. Good. Both hands on the floor. Hands on the hips. Squeeze the elbow heads in. Inhale, rise. Both arms out wide. Rotate the palms. Make a fist. Clasp an elbow. Or reverse Namaste, reverse prayer. So press the back ribs into the hand. Roll the shoulders down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, hinge forward. Squeeze that right hip in, a whisper of a bend. So you're halfway. Maybe you slide that back foot back a little. Good, forward fold. Stay here. 3 cycles of breath. Shift your chin towards your big toe and then bow chin to chest. Lift the belly up off that front thigh and press the back heel back. A little bend in the front knee. Inhale. And now we release the left hand down. Good. Inhale, lift up halfway. And then float the top arm up. 3 cycles of breath. Squeeze that right hip in. Twisting triangle. That's it. Felt like where we were a moment ago in humble warrior. Good. 1 more cycle of breath here. Inhale. And exhale, hand to the floor. I'm just going to avoid that. Cool. Inhale, float the right leg straight back. I thought I put my phone on Do Not Disturb. I'm pretty sure I did. Inhale, lift. Exhale, downward facing dog. Float the left foot straight back. Left knee, left elbow, glide forward. Lift it up. Inhale, 3-legged dog. Cross it to the right elbow. Now lift it up. Extend your leg out. Inhale, heel up. That's it. Some of you are going to keep the foot on the floor. Some of you are lifting the foot. Some of you are bending the knee and kicking that foot out. Wherever you are, 2 more cycles of breath. The joy of going live. Every day is a learning curve for me. Good, inhale, lift. Hand down, step it through, warrior one. Back heel down, squeeze the left hip in, both arms up. Warrior one, exhale, sing. Good, now reach the right arm forward, reaching through, lift up. Good, 2 more cycles of breath here. Inhaling through the nose. Exhale, sink a little deeper into the front thigh. Inhale, lift both arms up. Exhale, hands behind the back. Stand into the back foot. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, hinge forward. Some of you are staying here, releasing the ribs to the thigh. I'm going to walk that left foot over. I like to widen the stance so I can drop that left shoulder inside. Now squeeze the left hip in. Roll the right hip forward. And then find cat pose. Puff the back ribs up. So you're lifting. Imagine my hands are holding your hands to lift your shoulder heads up and away from the floor. Inhale here. Exhale, both hands outside the front foot. Lift the back heel. Inhale, step the back foot up. And pause here. Good. Hands on the hips. Squeeze the elbow heads in. Stand into the back foot. Lift the back ribs. Inhale, rise. Exhale here. Float both arms out. Breathe in. Rotate the palms. And then you're going to take fist to fist, hand to elbow. And if it's change the cross of the arms, or reverse Namaste. Good. Anchor into, land into the back foot. Inhale, lift up, look up. Exhale, hinge forward, over the straight leg. Now squeeze that left hip in. I need to rebend the front knee a smidge. I just lengthen my stance, forward fold and bow. So now shift the chin towards the big toe. Bow chin to chest, lift the back ribs up so the shoulder heads are lifting and keep pressing through that back heel. Really using gravity as your best friend to surrender the head down. So you're lengthening over that front thigh. Good. Release the right hand down on the inside or outside, you choose. Left thumb in. Inhale, lift up halfway. That's it. Squeeze. Notice when I squeeze my hips, the back ribs lift up and then you peel up. Good. 3 cycles of breath here. Twisting triangle pose. That's it. 1 more cycle of breath wherever you are. Lift up, look up, squeeze the outer hips. Exhale, hand down. Good. Float the left leg straight back. 3-legged plank. Vinyasa. And up and back. Downward facing dog. 3 cycles of breath here. Inhaling through the nose. Exhaling through the nose. Float the right leg straight back and then just step the foot between the hands. Parallel the feet. So we're right back where we were a little earlier. Hands on the hips. Squeeze the elbows. Inhale, lift up. So options. My tripod headstand people, you're going to come with me. Other people who are not inverting, follow my lead and I'm going to leave you right where we are. You're going to drop the hands to the floor. So you've got the option to walk your hands back so they're in line with the feet, bend the knees, and just shift the weight, squeezing the elbows in. Otherwise, you can grab the big toes, inhale, lift, and stay here. Tripod headstand, people, hands as wide as the shoulders, forehead, crown of the head to the floor. Lift the heels off the floor, and then start to lift yourself all the way up. Good, inhale here. And zip the legs up. That's it. Stay here, 5 cycles of breath. Keep squeezing the elbows together, pressing down through forefinger thumb. Lifting up through the heels, rolling inner thighs, squeezing outer hips. Start to split the legs. Hinge at the hips. And pressing down. Everyone start to Walk and lift up. Let's take a twist here. Right hand down, hand underneath the chin, straight underneath the shoulder, and lift up. Inhale here. And exhale here. Rotate the palm, reach back for the opposite hip, shift the weight forward, lift up, look up. Inhale, top arm up. Exhale, hand down. Good, other side. Inhale, lift. And exhale, rotate the top palm. 3 cycles of breath, roll. Take the half bind if it feels good. Otherwise, T-shape in the arms. Find a single point of focus. And then soften the gaze, soften the jaw, soften your breath. Inhale, top arm up. And exhale, hand down. Step the feet together. And all the way in. Good. And then just peeling yourself all the way up. Inhale, draw your right knee to the chest. So I'm just going to turn side on, right knee in. Good. Peace fingers. You're going to grab your big toe. Inhale, lift. Squeeze the outer hips in. Imagine you're leaning against a wall. Some of you might even move to a wall. You can use a strap here. Some of you might just stay right here. Good, and others are just going to extend the leg, pressing the heel out in front. 3 cycles of breath wherever you are. Rebend the standing knee. Roll the right outer hip down. Good, inhale, lift the heel. Exhale, open wide. Good, 5 cycles of breath here. If you need to leave the pose earlier, you can. Whatever's available, whatever feels good. But if you're falling in and out of the pose, maybe tree pose is a really good option to go to. It's a very similar pose, the knees bent. Inhale, come back to center. Good, we're going to bend the knee. Some of you won't need to reach the left hand forward. Extend the leg, maybe bring the right hand to the hip to lift up. Some of you will look straight forward. Others are going to lift up and shift the weight into that back hand. Think warrior 2 there. So you're reaching through that back hand, squeeze the outer hips. Inhale here. And exhale here. Bring both hands back. Inhale, lift. Standing splits, hands to heart. All the way down. Good. Inhaling here. Left hand behind the left ankle. Some of you are just staying in standing splits, not just, but you're in standing split. Some of you are going to play with a little handstand hop, maybe 3 hops. That's it. That's a nice one for me. I'm actually, whoopsie, trying to balance. And step the feet together. Good. Utkatasana chair, Garudasana. Bend the knees, chair pose. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, sink into the heels. Good. Standing on the right foot, you're going to cross the left leg over. Some of you are going to place the toe down. Some of you are going to take a bind here. Inhale here, bring the hands forward. Bend the knees. Crossing the right arm over the left. You're feeling the outer hip on the right side a lot right now. Inhale, float the elbows. You can stay here. Some of us are going to bend the knees. Find this compression pose. Lift the back ribs. Exhale, forward fold. Elbows on the knees. Press the crown of the head forward. Inhaling here. That's it. Squeeze the forearms, squeeze the thighs. Shift the weight into the heel of the standing foot. 2 more cycles of breath. And inhale, lifting all the way up. Exhale, release. Good, other side. Feet hips distance. Standing on the right foot, draw the left knee in. That's it. Belly in, shoulders back. Grab the peace toe with your peace fingers. Squeeze that right hip in. You can feel where you've done all the work. Some of you are staying here. Some of you may have decided to go to tree pose instead. You already know from this first side how that went. So just tune in, soften the breath, the gaze. Good, inhale, lift the heel, and now open up wide. 5 cycles of breath. We're really working this hip stabilizer. Belly in, shoulders back. 2 more cycles of breath. Where can you soften? Maybe it's gripping the fingers around the big toe. Good, inhale, come. Maybe it's gripping those feet, toes on the floor. Reach that right hand through. Inhale, lift. Some of you are going to look forward. Some of you are going to turn the gaze to look back. That's it. No water help me here today. That's it. And inhale, both arms up. Hinge forward, standing splits. Here we go. Right hand behind the right shin, the calf muscles. Some of you are here. Some of you in the handstand hold. I like to just shuffle that foot back, shoulders over the wrist. Look at the thumbs. And this is kicking up with my abnormal leg. So it's not as good. Well, it's just not as strong. Oopsie. And then step the feet together. Good. Utkatasana chair. Garudasana. Shift the weight back. Inhale, lift. Exhale, sink. Good. Standing on the left leg. Float the right leg up. Cross it over. Some of you are putting the toe down. Others are taking the bind. And now steer the right hip back. Inhale, bring the hands forward. Crossing the left arm over the right. Now, if that bind's not available, self-love. Inhale, float the elbows. Exhale, sink the hips. Maybe you stay here. Inhale, puff the back ribs up. Exhale, forward fold and bow. That's it. 3 cycles of breath wherever you are. Shoulder heads are lifting like low cobra. Bandha time in the belly, squeezing muli bandha, that muscle that you squeeze when you don't want to go to the bathroom. Press down, inhale, lift. Exhale, release. Inhale, both arms up. Exhale, come high on the tippy toes. And then bend the knees, lowering all the way down. Good. Balasana, you ready? Hands into the armpits. Or squeeze the upper arms. I always like to keep weaving these poses in daily because the more we practice them, they really do become a lot more accessible. Some of you are going to just play with Balasana. If you're going to come with me, I'm going to lower my head to the floor. Maybe you're staying here. Maybe the work is that in that transition, trying to get the head to the floor. There's a lot of fear that comes up there. You know, worrying quite rightly so that you might fall on your face. But just really got to learn to trust. Trust that you're strong enough. You know where you're going. It's just trusting the process. It takes a while. Inhaling here. Come back into Balasana. And then we're going to lower all the way down. Navasana. Inhale, lift. So we're right back where we started. Exhale here, roll the shoulders down, lift the legs up maybe. Some of you are going to keep the hands on the thighs. Inhale, lower halfway. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Good, 2 more. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower all the way down. Good. Roll over onto your belly. More core work. That's it. Good. Point the toes. So I play with this a lot at the beginning of class. Elbows underneath the shoulders. Now lift the chest through. Feel like you want to pull your chest through the gateway of the shoulders. Inhale here. Bring the feet together. Spread the toes and bring all 10 toenails onto the floor. If you practice with me, you'll know exactly where we're going now. Inhale with the hips on the floor. Exhale, lift up. Inhale, lower. Some of you are going to rest the thighs down. Some of you are going to hover, lift up. I'm going to hover. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Last one. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Tuck the toes under. Good. Dolphin pose. Tiptoe the feet in as far as they'll come. Feet together. Drop the head. Make sure the head is lovely and heavy. Inhale. Float the right leg straight back. Make sure you can see your toes. Look at the left foot. Inhale, lift. Some of you are just going to play with lifting the heels
Some of you are going to practice your nice little hop. If you've got pincher in the middle of the room, maybe you're going to play with that. Other side, left leg. Inhale, lift. I'm just going to do some nice little hops. Keep looking down. When you're ready, child's pose. Forehead to the floor. And just start to massage the forehead. If it touches the floor, just roll it side to side. Inhaling here. And exhaling here. Good. Inhale, walk the hands back. So option, stay in child's pose. Dolphin pose. Again, just practice a little kick up. Otherwise, we're going to move into headstand before coming onto our back. So just tuck the bottom finger under. Elbows directly under the shoulders. Come down. If you're on your elbows and your knees, lift the back, lift the thumbs up, lift the back ribs up. Most important, find cat pose. And then snuggle the back of the head. Make sure the elbows haven't splayed out. Keep cat pose. Tuck toes. Even stay down on the tops of the feet. Here, I'm just going to stay like this. Tuck toes, walk all the way up. Maybe your work is right here. Just practicing feeling grounded and confident with the head on the floor. Inhale, lift. That's it. Zip the knees together. Inhale, lift all the way up. Wherever you are, start pressing down through the forearms, the side of the hands, the elbows to roll the inner thighs, lift up. Maybe you've taken yourself to the wall. 5 more cycles of breath. If you want to stay longer, you can. Inhaling through the nose. Exhaling through the nose. And when you're ready, bend the knees. And then find cat pose. Coming all the way down. Pause. Child's pose, 3 cycles of breath. Forehead to the floor. Maybe cupcake fingers if you want to keep the arms active. Maybe you're going to reach the hands back towards the feet. And that feels pretty good. 2 more cycles of breath. Rabbit pose. Hold on to the bottom of the feet, your heels. Slide the crown of the head back so the forehead is towards the knees. And then inhale, lift. 3 cycles of breath. Spread the shoulder blades. Has that same feeling as Garudasana, eagle arms in the back. Inhaling here. Exhale, release. We're going to lie all the way down onto our belly. Taking 1 round of Danuarasana before we end up on our back and bridge pose. Good, bend the knees. Slide the hands back. Forehead to the floor. Flex the feet, walk the knees together. Now press the pubis bone and the hips down. Lift the knees and the thighs up. And then lift up. 3 cycles of breath. Keep kicking the feet back. Pressing the head away from the feet. Dissolve any wrinkles in the neck. Keep squeezing the outer knees in. Kicking the feet into the hands. Hands to the feet. Inhale here. Lower down. Exhale. Roll all the way onto your back. That's it. Bend the knees, lower down. Just take a moment here, drop the knees in towards each other for a moment. Left hand on the heart, right hand on the lower belly. And just inhale a third and pause. Inhale another third, same breath. And pause. Inhale to the top. Then pause, open mouth, side out. Good, robot arms. Bend the elbows. Inhale, we're going to lift the hips. Exhale, lower. So we're right back where we started the class. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Last one, inhale, lift up, stay up. Some of you are going to stay with robot arms because this feels really good because you want to feel this robot arm when we come up into shoulder stand in just a moment. Some of you are going to grab the mat. Some of you are going to roll the shoulders under. Good. Inhaling here. Squeeze the outer knees. Exhale here. Just move the breath. Most important part of every pose is the breath. And quite often we end up holding the breath, which is doing the opposite of what we're trying to achieve. So really just drop into the breath. Take the struggle out of the pose. Inhale here. Exhale, lower down. Good. Urdhva Danuarasana. If you want to take another bridge pose, you can. If you want and you have a block handy, you can take the block and slide it under the hips. Maybe this is where you want to go. But if you're looking to bring some buoyancy and some lift, follow me. Flex the hands. And maybe you're just going to see how far you can go. Just circle the wrists. That's it. Open and close the fingers. Shake out the hands. Flex the hands like handstand. And then bend the elbows. And the fingers are facing towards your toes, back into the shoulders. So remember, right at the beginning of class, when we turn the fingers into towards the knees, that's in preparation for this pose. Good. Squeeze the elbows in. Press the back ribs into the mat. Inhale, lift the hips. Exhale here. Press through the hands and feet evenly, coming up to the crown of the head. I like to reset the hands, squeeze the elbows in, and drop the head. Look down to the thumbs. Inhaling here, squeeze the outer knees. And maybe some of you are going to walk the feet a little closer together. Maybe turn the toes in to help guide those inner thighs down. One more cycle of breath wherever you are. Inhale. Chin to chest. Exhale. Lowering all the way down. Good. Find this robot arm. That's it. Inhale. We're going to take the arms wide. We'll take a twist actually before we lift up into shoulder stand. Let's take a twist. Left, right leg over the left. So we've got this Garudasana leg again. Eagle pose, but we're just doing the bottom half. But notice how it feels in a supine position lying on your back compared to how it felt earlier when you were standing on one leg. Feels much better like this, right? Inhaling through the nose. So all the supine, so supine means lying down, are a lot more passive, just more gentle. But it's really nice to experience the same shape of the pose, but whether you're standing, seated, lying on your back, standing on your head. Quite often, pretty much, yoga is made up of very, very similar poses, creating same shapes, doing the same actions. Cross the other leg, left leg over, but you're just in a different position, different angle. Good. Inhale here and look back. I'm curious to know if you've got music playing. I love it when I'm teaching my privates, but I really miss teaching to music. And I do miss that ambience of being in a yoga class, and just seeing everyone's gorgeous faces and sweat and smiles and snarls, and some people give me evils. I do miss it all. Inhale, come back to center. And then exhale, release. Good. Robot arms. Press down. There's a nice little swing here. Make sure you're not looking at the screen, or watch what I'm doing and then do it afterwards. So the neck is straight and you're looking straight up. There's a nice little swing here. You're swinging the legs back into plow pose. Now, if your feet don't touch the floor, it doesn't matter. You're just playing with gravity here. Ideally, you want to walk those elbows in and then walk your hands down to your shoulder blades. Notice the natural arch in your in the back of the neck, and ideally you kind of want to keep it. So just play with lifting the chin and lowering it and finding and keeping the natural curves in the body. Good. Some of you are staying here because this is where your work is. Others are going to clasp their hands. Maybe you're going to grab the edges of the mat. Maybe you can clasp the hands together. 3 cycles of breath here. But look straight up between your thighs. Press the thighs and the hamstrings up. Press the toes into the floor and then reach those hands away from the crown of the head. One more cycle of breath wherever you are. Bring the hands onto the lower back. Keep snuggling and walking them down. Inhale, lift the right leg up, and then the left. That's it. Keep pressing down. So remember that robot arm? You're pressing down to lift up. Look at your thighs, and then actively roll the inner thighs back. Maybe flex the feet, and then notice, are your feet drifting over the head, over your face, and then just align your heels with your hips. Press down to lift up. Inhale here. And you're going to bring the soles of the feet together. Balasana. 5 cycles of breath. Keep pressing the soles of the feet in towards each other. Close the eyes. Notice how the pose feels from the inside. This pose should feel like a cool down pose, depending on where you are in your practice. But it can feel pretty invigorating too. Come back to plow. Pause. Some of you are staying in plow pose. If you need to come out of the pose, please do. Some of you are going to snuggle the knees around the ears and then maybe wrap your forearms around the back of the thighs. 5 cycles of breath, giving yourself a big hug. And this really does change the meaning of giving yourself a big hug. Squeezing the knees around the side of the face. And when you're ready, grab the edges of the mat. And we're going to lower down vertebrae by vertebrae, bringing the feet down. Last, start to point the toes. Lower down. And pause. Good. Matsyasana, fish pose. Elbows squeeze in towards the body. The hands are flat. Roll the inner thighs down as you point the toes. And imagine you're lifting from the chest up. So inhale, lift, drop the head back. If you've got neck issues or a sensitive neck at the moment, a lot of people do just with the stress, maybe you're going to skip this pose and you're going to take another twist. Maybe you want to take Urdhva Danuarasana, wherever you're at. Lion's breath, inhale through the nose. Big breath out, lion's breath. Inhale, lift the head. And lowering all the way down. Left hand on the heart, right hand on the lower belly, bend the knees. Urdhva Danuarasana. And just breathing into your beautiful body, inhaling through the nose. Feel the rise and fall of the lower belly. Exhaling here. We're going to play with the Loma. We just did one round of it earlier, so it's a 3-stage breath. And it focuses on lengthening the exhale. So inhale a third and pause. Inhale another third and pause. Inhale to the top. Keep the lips closed, exhale. Slow the breath down. Really looking to squeeze all the breath, emptying the lungs, feeling that tug in the lower belly. Inhale a third. Pause. Inhale another third. Pause. Inhale to the top. Pause. Sip in a little bit more. Lips closed. Exhale. Pause at the bottom. Hold the breath out. Inhale a third. Pause. Inhale another third. Pause. Inhale to the top. Pause. Sip in a little bit more. And a little bit more. Lion's breath, open the mouth. Exhale. Emptying the lungs. Bring the hands down either side of the body. And you can stay like this for Urdhva Danuarasana, for Shavasana, if that feels good. Maybe you want to bring your legs up the wall. Maybe you just want to take your feet as wide as the mat. Or maybe you want to lie all the way on your belly. Shavasana is also lying all the way on the front body. So whatever feels most intuitive, ask your body, what does it need? Because it does know the answers. I'm just your guide on the side. Take a deep breath in. And a big sigh out. And just really surrender to this moment. Most importantly, receive your practice. Really allow yourself to just soften. Soften eyes, soften jaw, facial muscles, soften the hands. Soften your legs. Just really feel heavy and grounding. It's a full moon tomorrow night. So let's go through the process and work out what we want to let go of. But first we'll start with acknowledging and honoring what we've been really good at. Maybe getting to your mat is top of your list. So think of 3 things that you're really good at, especially since the last time since you've practiced with me. And find new things to acknowledge. Don't stay with the same things. Attitude of gratitude is definitely the way to bring more into your life. And just recognizing the abundance that you already have. So think of 3 things that you are extremely grateful for. And again, try and find 3 new things. Maybe 3 new people, 3 new, could be a food, could be anything. Full moon is about letting go. It's the opportunity to release old habits and patterns. The yogis call this the samskaras. So anything that's not serving you, it can even be a conversation that's gone wrong. Maybe someone's irritated you and you don't know why, whatever. Just choose. You can have even more, 5, 10 things you want to let go of. Just consciously creating space by letting go. And let's seal it in by thinking of 3 things that you want to bring in, maybe between now and the weekend. Just some people call it setting goals, manifesting. I really believe where your attention goes, your energy flows. So pour it into something that you want to bring in. Start wriggling your fingers. Subtle movement of the toes. Lifting the arms up and over the head. Hooking the thumbs one last time. Walking the feet together. Rolling the inner thighs down. And just take a deep breath in from your fingers all the way down to your feet. Deepest breath. Open mouth, exhale. And now flex your feet, change the hook of the thumbs, inhale, breathing in through the soles of the feet up the thighs. Open mouth, exhale, drawing knees into the chest, giving yourself a nice hug and a squeeze. And when you're ready, roll to the right side, maybe just reach your arm out so you can make a little pillow for your head. Just pause and take a moment. Pressing down through the hands, you're going to lift up.
And come into a cross-seated position. And eyes close down just for a moment. And really notice the shift of your energy. You can still feel it swirling here. How's the clarity of your mind? Hopefully things feel a little quieter in there. How does your physical body feel? Energetically, how do you feel? And then just take all of that and seal it in, hands to heart. Pressing thumbs to sternum, fanning fingers forward. And taking a moment of gratitude for your practice and all the benefits it brings us on and off the mat. Gratitude for your beautiful, healthy body. Really just looking after us through these worrying times. And then gratitude for sense of community, showing up, doing the work, having a consistent practice, allowing yourself to check in to see how you feel.